Alright. Can you please state your name, position, and how long you have been working here?
Lieutenant Michael Maurice. I'm with the Beech Grove Police Department, middle shift supervisor. I've been here 7 full years, starting my 8th year.
In your experience, what are the pros and cons of having an intern at the department?
Pros of having an intern are you get people that are in the college setting that get to see what police officers actually do. They get to interact with police, and they get to see that not all of us are jerks, and they get to make sure that it's just another way that we get to interact instead of being pulled over by them or having to deal with them at their house. So it's good that they see that. Cons: most officers, the reason we become police officers are we like to be on our own and by ourselves, and you'll have somebody riding with you. That's one. Could be. And another negative would be sometimes you get a goof that the intern doesn't get, that most police officers, don't want a kid telling them what's going on or acting like a know-it-all. So it's good. It's good to have that experience with an intern, though.
What are the normal responsibilities of an intern here?
I'd say it's mostly an observation internship. We don't ask a lot of the intern, just to observe, and then whatever class requirements they have. Occasionally we'll have them maybe do some paperwork for us, just so they see what some of that is. Sit in on interviews. Mostly it's just observation, and then if they want to ask questions, they can interact like that. But it's mostly just an observation in our internship.
What would a normal schedule look like for an intern when they come, depending?
Well, we're pretty flexible. We try to. It's really for them. So whatever they, however they need it set up. But we generally try to give at least, depending on how long the internship is, a week in dispatch, just so you can see and hear the radio. A week with administration, just so you can see, or a couple days with administration, so you can see the paperwork side and the business side of policing. A week with detectives, so you can see that, and then try to get 2 weeks on each shift because the shifts are so different.
What are some specialties that interns can experience here?
Specialties? Well, it just depends. I think you got to see a polygraph, which I would say that probably 9 out of the past 10 interns haven't seen one. So that's something. But we're a small city stuck inside a big city, so you're going to get to see. You may not get a murder, but you're going to see the rapes, the burglaries, the thefts, and how officers have to deal with that. And with Beech Grove being smaller, we do pride ourselves in community policing. So you're going to see more of a community policing where we try to, I hate to say choreograph because that makes it sound like it's not genuine, but tailor our investigations and our policing for who we're dealing with at the time.
What is some advice you would give to an intern or anyone wanting to join the law enforcement field?
Make sure it's really what you want to do. You're going to miss birthdays, you're going to miss holidays, you're going to miss cookouts, you're going to miss ball games. You're going to not be able to do what a lot of your friends get to do because your schedules are all messed up. And we're a 24-hour business, 365 days a year. So make sure it's really what you want to do. And if you do want to do it and you're sincere about it for the right reasons, it's a great career to get into. But you have to be willing to sacrifice that aspect of life, especially when you get kids and a wife and stuff. There's a lot of things you miss, but make sure you do an internship with a police department. One, about the size that you want to go to, because large departments are way different than a small department. A small department's going to be way different than a large department. So try to get into an internship with a department that you want to go to.
Would you consider Beech Grove a small, medium, or large department?
I'd say we're pretty small. We're a small department. 30, we'll have 35 guys next year. So we all know each other. We know the dirt on everybody. You can't get away with anything here because we know what's going on with everybody. But we keep, the one thing about that is we keep each other accountable, and knock on wood, we don't have the big scandals that go on at the big departments. And because you're not, I mean, you're occasionally going to get a bad apple here and there. That's just the way it works. But I'd say we're a small department because we know each other's families and kids and wives. So.
All right. Well, thank you for staying a few minutes after your time to leave.
No problem. Anything for you.
All right.